Bry's Comics.
Welcome back to Bry's Comics. In this video, we have an absolutely epic unboxing of some truly incredible keys. If you're wondering just how the hell all of these awesome keys keep coming into the shop, let me explain. Recently, I just purchased $150,000 worth of comic book grails at auction with the intent to offer them for trade to the community and adding a little bit of a premium to the trade value so that I can make some profit there. And at this point, almost all of the books have been traded off, except for one, Doctor Strange number 169 and a 9.8. And as luck would have it, I am absolutely okay with getting stuck with that book or even keeping it in the PC. So the rest of the books have been traded off and the trade books are starting to come in. If you are new here, we do a monthly giveaway here on the YouTube channel. If you subscribe, comment, and like, you're entered to win a free slab. And we also do a monthly giveaway over at bryscomics.com. If you sign up for the newsletter, you're entered to win a free slab each and every month, and new mystery boxes, new inventory that comes through the shop, all kinds of fun stuff over there. And lastly, follow me over on Whatnot. This Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, we're having an epic Whatnot sale. It could possibly be my biggest show yet. There's a chance at $500. If I can get enough people to show up, we're going to do 20 to 25 CGC giveaways. I'm still working out the details. We have all of these slabs right here that will be started at $1. A whole box of this is Amazing Spider-Man Todd McFarlane. I'm going to bring some grails. I'm going to bring ASM 300. I'm going to bring Nix 3, the first appearance of X23. And depending on how many people are there, we'll do some big books starting at $1. If you use the link down in the description, you'll get $15 towards your first purchase if you're new to Whatnot. So with that said, let's hop into this awesome stack of books. This first stack here is a trade that I did for Incredible Hulk 181 and a 9.2 for this stack of books. So another collector looking to upgrade their PC copy. I've seen a lot of that with these trades. A lot of people are keen on, you know, just upgrading the book that they already have. So we have Incredible Hulk 181 and 8.5 white pages, first full appearance of Wolverine. So this will be listed on the website and available for trade as well. Amazing Spider-Man number 410 signed by Mark Bagley. Amazing Spider-Man 365 9.8 signed by Mark Bagley. First appearance of Spider-Man 2099. Astonishing Tales 25, the first appearance of Deathlock. And first George Perez work. Green Lantern number 85. Speedy is revealed as a junkie, and it's also an anti-drug story. Signed by Neil Adams. Something's Killing the Children. The Jay Lee variant cover signed by James Tynion. Venom number 1, Lethal Protector, signed by Mark Bagley in a 9.8. And a copy signed by Al Milgrom in a 9.8. Defenders number 1 in a 7.5. Amazing Spider-Man number 1, first appearance of Kindred, signed by Clayton Crane with the rainbow signature, which is always fun and cool to see. And Berserker number 1, the 1 in 1000, signed by Keanu Reeves in a 9.8. What a cool collectible this is. So this stack here and one other stack over here is what I traded for Amazing Fantasy number 15, 2.5 restored. I posted a whole video on that. I think it's 2.0 blue label after the color touch on it has been removed at worst, possibly, quite possibly a 2.5 still after the color touch has been removed and the book has been pressed. So this is all of the books, about $25,000 in trade, I believe, if my memory serves me well. Ultimate Spider-Man number 1 and a 9.8, Origin of Spider-Man and the second appearance of Miles Morales, CBCS 9.8. Amazing Fantasy 15 and a 9.6, the first appearance of Amadeus Cho, goes on to become the version of the Hulk. Young Avengers number 1 in a 9.8, first appearance of the Young Avengers, and Wiccan, Hulkling, Iron Lad, and Kate Bishop. Wolverine number 8 in a 9.8, white pages. Just an awesome Wolverine cover. Never get mad at having a copy of that. Fantastic Four number 46 in a 7.0, first full appearance of Black Bolt. Incredible Hulk number 180 with the custom label, 7.5, first cameo appearance of Wolverine, depending on what camp you're in on that. Wolverine number 88, deluxe edition in a 9.8. awesome Wolverine versus Deadpool cover. Special Marvel Edition number 15, signed by Al Milgrom and Jim Starlin. Awesome silver signature there for Al Milgrom. First appearance of Shang-Chi. Strange Tales 110 and a 2.0, first appearance of Doctor Strange. Not a bad copy for a 2.0. Definitely some spine roll on the back, but at least it's on the back. The front presents really, really well for a 2.0. Venom number 9, the 1 in 10 animation variant, first full appearance of Dylan Brock. Ultimate Fallout 4, second print in a 9.8, first appearance of Miles Morales. And Ultimate Fallout 4, first print with the custom label, 9.8. This is going to be set aside as a mystery box prize, and probably this one as well. Spider-Man number 1, the hip-hop variant for Miles Morales. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8 in a 9.8, white pages, origin of the alien symbiote that eventually becomes Venom. Batman 232 in a 4.0, classic Neil Adams cover, and the first appearance of Ra's al Ghul in the origin of Batman and Robin retold. Edge of Spider-Verse 2 in a 9.8, signature series, signed by Robbie Rodriguez, first appearance of the new Spider-Woman who becomes Spider-Gwen. Amazing Spider-Man number 300, 9.0, white pages, newsstand edition, signed by Todd McFarlane, origin and first full appearance of Venom. Tales of Teen Titans number 44, Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing, and the first appearance of Jericho and the origin of Deathstroke, double signed by George Perez and Marv Wolfman. Continuing on with the AF-15 trade, we have Amazing Spider-Man 361, 9.6 white pages, newsstand, signed by Mark Bagley, first full appearance of Carnage. Venom number 3 in a 9.8, third print. This is the first appearance of Null. Venom number 3, cover A, first appearance of Null. Infinity Gauntlet number 1 in a 9.8. I love this George Perez cover, just a classic Infinity Gauntlet cover. Incredible Hulk 181 in a 3.5, first full appearance of Wolverine. New Mutants 98 in a 9.8, first full appearance of Deadpool. Spider-Man number 12, the first kiss between Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy. This is the ultra rare 1 in 25 incentive variant for that by Isanov. All black cover, incredibly difficult to get in high grade. Miles Morales Grail for sure. Fantastic Four number 52, first full appearance of the Black Panther in a 4.5. Fantastic Four number 49 in a 6.0. First full appearance of Galactus, second appearance of the Silver Surfer, first Silver Surfer and Galactus cameo. And Fantastic Four number 48, the first appearance of the Silver Surfer and Galactus cameo on the last page. Leave a note in the comments, guys, which one of these keys do you prefer? I actually prefer this one for Silver Surfer and Galactus keys because I like the cover better. I think that is just one of the most classic Fantastic Four covers of all time, and you know, a cover goes a long way in deciding on what to keep in your PC. I think personally, if I could only afford one, I'd go with this one. Of course, if you could get both, that's a good way to go as well. Amazing Spider-Man 238 in a 9.6 white pages, newsstand edition, first appearance of the Hobgoblin. Nyx number 3 in a 9.8 white pages, first appearance of X-23. I do believe I'm going to bring one of these to the Whatnot show this Friday, because I have 2 copies now. Incredible Hulk 340 in a 9.6 white pages, newsstand edition, signed by Todd McFarlane. Amazing Spider-Man number 31 at 6.0, first appearance of Gwen Stacy. I'm on the lookout for a 9.0 or better of this book. If anybody has one of those that they're interested in selling, let me know. Vengeance number 1, the first appearance of the Ultimate Nullifier, Mako, Radioactive Kid, the new Black Knight, and of course the reason that we all know it is the first appearance of America Chavez. And Amazing Spider-Man number 210 in a 9.6 white pages, newsstand edition, first appearance of Madam Web. So now's where it gets a little convoluted. We're done with the AF-15 trade. Some of these came in collections, and some of this is part of a previous one. So if you follow the channel, the trade that I did, the Batman 251 9.8 classic Joker Neil Adams cover, the rest of the books for that trade are here. So I showed part of it in a previous video. I wanted to show this book. This came in a different collection because it's a highly sought after book. I've gotten multiple messages over the years where people are like, hey, if you come across a real Ghostbusters #1 in newsstand edition 9.6 or better, let me know. And so here it is, 9.6 newsstand. Now we're getting into some of the books that were part of that trade for the 251. Captain Marvel #34, 9.4 white pages. Awesome cover here, first full appearance of Nitro. Adam Legend of the Blue Marvel #5 in a 9.6. #4 in a 9.6. And this is really cool to see. Spider-Man #1, the Silver Edition 9.8, signed by Todd McFarlane in gold, in green, in blue, in pink or purple. This is purple, in red. So which one of those is your favorite, guys? Which color do you prefer? Inhumans Volume 2 #5. This is the first appearance of the new Black Widow in Yelena Belova. Black Widow #1 in a 9.6, the first full appearance of Yelena Belova. It's really interesting, these two books. I mean, they have similar covers. They're both from that Marvel Knights era of books in the late 90s. Which one of these do you guys prefer? I think they're about the same price as far as the value, but you've got the first cameo and you've got the first full. I think I would go with the first full for Black Widow because it's got, I'd rather look at Black Widow than Black Bolt, I guess. Avengers #8 in a 5.0 off-white pages, first full appearance of Kang the Conqueror. And Amazing Spider-Man 300 in a 9.4. I believe this might be the copy that I bring to Whatnot this Friday to start at $1. This is the first time that I've ever actually seen or owned this book. It's Ultimate Fallout 4, the La Mole Comic-Con edition, the full foil. And I gotta say, I mean, I'm a sucker for foil. I definitely prefer this over first print just because it's so freaking cool. It's definitely more rare than a first print. And it looks better, so why not? So 1, 2, 3 copies of that. Omega Men #3 in a 9.8, first appearance of Lobo. Fear #19. This is the first full appearance of Howard the Duck. This is an awesome cover for Marvel Team Up #140. Just a cool cover. I really like that. Strange Tales #179, first appearance of Pip the Troll. Timing is everything for comics, you guys. This would have been worth a small fortune at one point during the comic boom. Still a collectible and cool book. Iron Man #194, the first appearance of the Scourge and Alice Nugent, Hawkeye and Mockingbird appearance, and the death of the Enforcer. Adam Legend of the Blue Marvel #1, first appearance of the Blue Marvel, 9.6 white. And New Mutants #2 in a 9.6 white, the first U.S. appearance of Psylocke. It looks strikingly similar to 9/8 that I've seen of this, but who knows, maybe there is something that is definitely holding this back. I'll check the graders notes. So these last two stacks of books here are a trade that I did for Giant Size X-Men #1 in a 9.4 white pages with the custom label, and I traded it for this stack of books, which I believe came to about $13,500 in trade value. So we have Alpha Flight #1 in a 9.8, Crime Suspense Stories #15, Old Witch appearance, Bondage cover, just what you would expect and love to see from an EC comic. Amazing Spider-Man #361, 9.8 white pages, newsstand edition. Amazing Spider-Man 4, first full appearance of Cindy Moon as Silk. Amazing Spider-Man 265 in a 9.8 white pages. This is such an incredibly cool stack of books here. The collector clearly, took great pride in his collection. They all came in Mylar, all pristinely kept slabs. Really cool to see. Machine Man #1, 9.8 white. Newsstand, but I think they're all newsstand because that's from 1978. Human Fly #1, Origin of the Human Fly. Funny because now I have, I think, the whole run of Human Fly in 9.8. Couple #1 9.8s listed on the site, and the rest I think I'm going to bring to Whatnot. Logan's Run #1 in a 9.8. Fantastic Four Annual number 6 and a 7.5, Birth of Franklin Richards, first appearance of Annihilus, double key, awesome square-bound book. Ghost Rider number 1 in a 9.0, white pages, first appearance of the Son of Satan, Damien Hellstrom, and the first solo series for Ghost Rider, absolutely epic key right there. And Dazzler number 1 in a 9.8. This is the printing error edition, which I don't think is incredibly rare, but if you have your choice, you might as well go for that one. All right, continuing for that trade, Micronauts number 1 and 9.8, white pages. Vault of Horror number 24, Johnny Craig photo and biography and a Johnny Craig cover. And this guy just looks creepily excited to be dealing with dead bodies. Another just awesome EC horror cover. Same with this, but this is from Quality Comics, 1954, Web of Evil, number 15. Uncanny X-Men 266, 9.8, white pages, first full appearance of Gambit. And then we have X-Men Annual number 14, if you believe. This is the first full appearance of Gambit. I believe he appears in something like 8 pages or something like that. So there you go, both copies. And then this book, Giant Size X-Men number 1, 7.0, white pages, signed by Chris Claremont, first appearance of the new X-Men, Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Thunderbird, second appearance of Wolverine. Again, which camp you're in. I guess this is the stack of books that has controversial firsts in it. X-Men number 121, the 9.8, white pages, newsstand edition, but again, I think they're almost all newsstands since it's from 1979. First full appearance of Alpha Flight. This is that book where the first cameo actually demands a higher premium than the first full. So X-Men 120 is a more expensive book. Amazing Spider-Man number 71, 9.6 white pages, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch appearance. Awesome Quicksilver cover. So freaking epic to see a 12-cent ASM key and a 9.6 with white pages. Just absolutely awesome. John Romita, I mean, it's just amazing. Savage She-Hulk number 1 and 9.8 white pages, origin and first full appearance of She-Hulk. Scud, the Disposable Assassin number 1, 9.4 white pages. This is actually like a $200 book. So first time I'm seeing it, my buddy Josh was in the shop when I unboxed it, and he was like, oh, you got a Scud? So apparently, you know, it's a sought after indie key with like a good story. I'm gonna have to look more into that. Another copy of Nick's number 3, the first appearance of X-23, and Nightcrawler number 1 in 9.8 white pages, awesome to see. And New Teen Titans number 2, 9.8 white pages, first appearance of Deathstroke, the Terminator. So that's it for this video, guys. Look for those keys and more at brycecomics.com. Use code COLLECT10 for 10% off all in-stock items. I really hope to see you over on Whatnot for all of this goodness. I'm going to add a ton of stuff. We're going to do some big books. We're going to give some stuff away. It's happened like 3 times now where I do like 20, 25 giveaways in the same show. Someone gets a double win. In that case, they get to spin the wheel. I've given away over $1,500 in cash at these Whatnot shows. It's a ton of fun. I hope to see you there if it's something that, you know, strikes your fancy. It's not for everyone. I understand that. Don't forget, we always have the monthly giveaway here on the YouTube channel as well. If you subscribe, comment, and like, you're entered to win a free slab. And you're also entered to win a free slab if you sign up for the newsletter over at brycecomics.com. Thanks as always for sticking with me to the end of the video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bryce Comics.